Hello everybody, welcome to our Facebook Live. We're so excited to have you. Today we are talking about the November Creative Challenge. Can you believe it's November already?
I'm
crazy.
Excited.
Yeah. So my name is Abby. I am part of the social media team here at Stampin' Up.
And I'm Kasia Jackson. I'm a concept artist.
And today we're here to talk to you about our monthly creative challenge. This is something that we do every month on our social media channels. So we run this mostly on Facebook and Instagram because we love to see your pictures and see your participation. But this is something that we've done for a couple years now. It's been a little minute, but it started actually in concept art.
It did.
Yeah, and it's a really fun just way to kind of get outside of the box and think differently and, challenge yourself and try something new. So concept art helps us come up with these really fun creative challenge ideas, and then they put together projects throughout the month that we love to share with you, and then we invite you to participate along with us. So as you see the projects and different things throughout the month, we would love for you to join in and also participate and make your own projects, and we would love to see them as well. So you can participate in the challenge by using the hashtag CreativeChallengeSU, or if you're on Facebook, on any of our Creative Challenge posts, you'll see there's a little light bulb in the corner, so that's how you know it's a Creative Challenge post. You can put your project in the comments because you can post photos, and we'd love to see them as you're creating all month long. So, without further ado, Kasia, would you like to tell us what this month's Creative Challenge is?
I would love to. So this month's Creative Challenge is all about color. So we have used projects that are seasonal, and we're using them in a traditional and a non-traditional color palette.
So fun. So we're going to be playing with color. We're going to try something new. What I think is really cool this month is the projects that you're going to see every week are made using the same products. They're just featuring different colors.
Yeah.
So you get like two different looks with them.
Yeah, so we'll use one stamp set or bundle, and then we'll use one with a traditional color palette and then one with a non-traditional.
Perfect. So let's look at an example so we can kind of show you what we're talking about. So this one over here on the right is what we would consider a traditional seasonal or holiday color palette.
Definitely our normal reds and greens.
Yeah, what you would expect to see. And then the one on the left is the non-traditional. So kind of walk us through like what makes one traditional versus not. What do you kind of think about when you're looking at traditional versus non-traditional?
So for our normal Christmas card, we definitely think of reds and greens. So over here we have our real red and our garden green. And then soft sea foam and crumb cake just kind of ties in that traditional color palette. And then you don't typically think pinks and blues when you think Christmas, but on this project over here, we have made that with Mellow Mambo and Pretty in Pink and Azure Afternoon and Summer Splash. So that's kind of
so fun.
Just different.
Yeah.
Like we wouldn't typically expect the pinks and the blues for Christmas, but it's just fun.
Yeah, for sure. And this is using the, I believe it's called the Keeping Traditions stamp set.
Yes.
And so you get like the traditional Merry and Christmas, but I love how this is the same stamp set, but these are two very different vibes of cards, but I love that you get that different look with just changing up the color palette, like essentially.
Something that I also love about this stamp set is it's designed for memory keeping, but we've also brought it and made some cards with it. So.
Yeah, like lots of versatility. I am a sucker for anything that's like a postage stamp, so this, as soon as I saw the stamp set, I'm like, I knew I needed this because of the postage stamp. It's so cute.
For sure.
All right, so let's kind of walk through the thought process when you go about creating color palettes. I don't know if you guys know this, but Kasia's kind of the color queen around here.
That's what some people say. I don't know.
You are a master at creating color palettes.
It's fun for me to create them. So I actually made the non-traditional card. So for this one, I really started with Azure because I was thinking, what is something that is very non-traditional? I'm like, this bright blue is probably not. And so
not what you would immediately think of, yeah.
So when I made this card, I thought Azure, and then I kind of wanted to pair a color that was similar, kind of green. So I paired these two together.
Okay.
And then I wanted to choose one that's across the color, like the color spectrum.
Okay.
And so then I made these and I kind of paired those together. So I like having the darks and the lights, and then also there's darks and lights and stamping them off as well. So I kind of liked that.
The play with the different, yeah, that's great. So when you're going about creating a color palette, how would somebody do that if they're starting from scratch? Like, do you have any tips, or what's your thought process as you start?
So You can find inspiration anywhere for sure. Maybe there's a color you haven't used for a while that you want to use. So I'll start with that color. We have the color wheel, which is also kind of fun that you can use. But using some colors that are similar are kind of nice, and then paired with some colors that are opposite are kind of nice.
Okay.
So
let's bring in the color wheel and
That'd
we
be
can kind of show them what we're talking about here. So when you say similar colors, what do you mean by that?
So similar colors, I'm talking about colors that are similar on the color wheel. So you can pair a couple of these colors together with maybe a couple of these colors. And you can tell that that is pretty traditional for Christmas. But
which is why we think red and green.
Yeah.
Like that's,
but I didn't use the color wheel when I made my project, but I kind of did the exact same thing. I used a color that was over here and a color that was kind of over here, paired with a couple colors that were over here. So
so kind of a little bit like complementary-esque styling of pairing together.
Yep, complementary for sure.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's fun to do just monochromatic cards, so you can use.
I am such a monochromatic person. That's like, because it feels easy to put together color palettes, but then I also feel like there's a lot you can play with stamping off, or now with two-tone. That's been really fun for me to play with monochromatic.
I really love two-tone as well.
Yeah.
That's so fun, especially with dice.
Yes, absolutely.
But yeah, so I don't know, that's just kind of fun. So something that if you want to do triadic, you can choose colors that are, you can use the 3 colors and choose ones that are across from each other on the color wheel. Complementaries are this way. So this is a pretty fun tool to use if you're
let's do a quick like demo. So let's, like your Azure Afternoon, for example, if you were looking at a triadic, you notice there's like 3 colors that show up in here. Why is that? Do I have to use all 3 colors?
You don't. If you're doing a triadic, typically you do use all 3, but you also, I would say you don't have to do the exact ones. Like you could move it a little bit and play with some that are like really close. And it would still count as triadic.
Okay.
So
so it kind of gives you like options in this window, but it doesn't mean you have to use all of those. It's just a suggestion or a starting point.
Yeah, totally. This is just your starting point. And as you're playing, if you find one that doesn't work, then you can change it out pretty easily and
try again.
Totally. Paper doesn't last forever. So play around with it, and if you don't like it, try something new.
How do you go about playing with your color palettes? Like, do you pull cardstock swatches like this? Are you a stamper?
I do. I start with the paper.
Okay.
For sure. I have it in my drawer, so I'll just pull out some papers and I'll play around and
pair them together and see how it looks.
See how it's looking.
Yeah.
And then in my mind, I know like how it will look if you stamp it off or if you use like a lighter tone, but also two-tone works great for that as well. Yeah.
That's so fun. I am so excited to play with color this month. I love playing with color in general because I think it's a great way to kind of, you know, use the things that you have and look at them in a different way. You know, changing color can change the mood or the feel or kind of the general vibe of your project. So you can use the exact same layout of something that you have already done before and just switch out the colors, or if you see something online and you want to case it and copy it, you can change the look and make it feel your own just by switching out colors.
Absolutely. Yeah. Color is amazing, and I love living in color at my job.
Yes. So fun. I know we were just talking about before we went live how fun it is that Kasia gets to play with color all day long and, and gets to try new things and, you know, try these new palettes. So
it's pretty fun.
Yeah. So let us know what you're looking forward to creating this month. You know, do you have a stamp set in mind or a bundle? What are you thinking? Are you going to go more the traditional route, or are you going to try something non-traditional, or both? Like maybe you're going to make the same project, one with a traditional color palette and one without.
I love that idea.
Yeah.
A lot.
That's personally what I'm going to do, because I'd love to see, you know, how it changes, or maybe I'll make it one way and then tweak something kind of like this project, how it was the same stamp set, but 2 completely different cards. Yeah. And kind of stretch my stash that way too.
Totally. It makes it look like a completely different stamp set when it's just the same one.
Yeah. Amazing. Yeah. So fun. So be looking all month long. We're going to be posting inspiration every week onto our Facebook and our Instagram pages. And you'll see every week a new stamp set or a new bundle that's used in both a traditional and a non-traditional palette, which is so fun. Yeah. Our concept artists are amazing, and so they put together some projects to share. And again, we would love for you to participate with us too. So if you end up participating in the Creative Challenge, again, you can post your projects using the hashtag Creative Challenge SU on Instagram, and on Facebook, on any of our Creative Challenge posts that have a little light bulb in the corner, you can just add your project into the comments and we'll see it that way, and we'll share throughout the month some of our favorites that we see. We love highlighting those and seeing what you love to make.
See what you make,
yeah,
for sure.
It's my favorite part.
Yeah.
Awesome. Do we have any questions or anything about color or Creative Challenge?
No questions right now, just a lot of love for both colors.
Awesome.
So both color options.
Yeah, so much fun. We're so excited to see what you make.
Yes.
Make sure that you tag us and you post all of it all month long. And we'll be back with some creative projects soon. Our next Facebook Live is actually going to be on November 12th, which is next week. Crazy. And we're going to be doing Craft and Create, which is a really fun series that we've been doing where we invite you to craft along with us. We're going to be featuring a kit and talking about Christmas tags and projects and different things like that. So we'll see you back for that. And then even later this month, Kasia's actually going to be back with craft class. So this is a brand new feature that we've had at Stampin' Up! Where this one is for the Brushed with Beauty suite, which is gorgeous.
Mm-hmm.
And so Kasia's going to be teaching some projects and doing some fun crafting
with Julie,
the designer from the suite. So we're so excited for that. If you're interested about that, you can learn more on our website, and you can just look up craft class to see that on there. But otherwise, we're excited to see you back next month to talk about the next creative challenge. And in the meantime, happy crafting. Bye.